Hey, go ahead, grab that. Relation of pineapple under the tree. Are you still there? Hey guys, what's up? SHiFT, are you still there?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay.
Like, I probably didn't hear what you said because you cut out.
Okay. Well, I kind of have to see how this goes, and then if I still cut out, then I wonder.
Am I cutting out for you, by the way?
I'm not sure. Like, I didn't hear anything for a little bit, but now I'm hearing you just fine. So we'll see. I'm trying to find my link to the stream. 1 second. Like now
You weren't able to change Discord server?
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out. I have to just kind of look into that.
I'll try to find it.
Okay. Hey guys, can you guys hear us just fine? Can you hear SHiFT? Like, let me know what you all think in terms of the audio and such like that. Okay.
Because you're trying to change your Discord region.
Okay, I got my stream links, so I'm pasting that in our chat. Yep, there we go. Wow, Riders was live streaming 96 seconds ago. It's a random comment, but thank you. Okay, let me give some quick hellos to everyone. Retro Plus, Justin Ramsey, Morg Don, Mighty Emerald, Ultra Cool. SHiFT is a little quiet. Okay, let me raise up his audio a bit.
Yeah, let me just tweet out the stream. I'll do that quickly now.
Okay, Riders for me, the audio is great. Awesome. SHiFT sounds kind of weird, but you sound fine. So the giveaway is happening today? Yes, guys, the giveaway is happening today. We're gonna do it in like an hour and a half. Oh, we just got another donation. Thank you, Jordan. Jordan says, thank you to all you guys for all you do in the community. Can't wait to relive Rehydrated. Same here, man. Same here. Everyone's like 100%. Guys, don't expect too much. This is me we're talking about. So we're gonna just kind of try some like cool little strategies here and there, and just talk about Rehydrated and whatever else you guys want to talk about in general. Someone said my ears. Bad man, 4K boys. Yes, we hit 4K during your stream. That's so awesome. What console are you on? I'm actually on the Wii U. I'm running an emulator, so kind of a unique setup, I guess. Let's see. Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. Joseph, Benny, Sloth Dude, Dennis Jr. The donation was loud. I wonder if I can like. I might have to turn off the alert if it's because I don't know if I can change the volume, at least from here. SHiFT, are you still there?
Yep. I'm just gonna tweet this out to well, I put it on Twitter, but I'm gonna put it on my YouTube channel now. I'm gonna do the community post.
Sorry, I keep double checking because I want to make sure that you're not like cutting out and such.
Alright, testing 1, 2, 3. This is me talking. Am I cutting out?
Nope, you're not cutting out to me. So sounds like we should be okay. Well, guys, wow, people are really excited about this.
Let me see if I stop sharing my screen, if that helps a little bit for you.
Okay, yeah, unfortunately, I am in rural Ohio. I am actually moving back to my home in a little bit. It's in New England next week, so hopefully my internet gets back to where it should be afterwards. Guys. Just a bit louder and all good. Alright, let me turn that back up. Oh, thank you. Warrior Thomas for all the super chats. I will be donating that to the relief afterwards. Hey guys, how we doing? So, as you can tell by the title, I am gonna try out some speedrunning strategies. I've always been very intimidated by speedrunning, so this will be cool. But like SHiFT says that he's going to be helping out and like trying to guide me and such, and so it's gonna be really great. Wow, guys. Schlog, Sun, McJohnson, Beast Slasher, Mario Andrew, Octo Shower. Octo, I think I saw you in like almost all the streams this weekend. Thank you so much for your participation. So guys, while I kind of wait for people to like chime in and such, what do y'all think about the relief? How you guys feeling about the whole event and such? Hello, Koopa. I'm a speedrunner, Ray. Rayon says I'm a speedrunner. I think we all want to be speedrunners, actually. It's a very, very cool thing. Ooh, just hit that microphone.
Technically, any playthrough of a game with a timer on the screen is a speedrun. So it matters. Just depends on what strategies you used.
Yeah, definitely. I actually, like, now that I think about it, there was this Sonic DS game that I played a lot when I was in 6th grade, and I was on the leaderboards for like 2 days one time.
Damn. For like, it has like an in-game time tracker where like the game knows how quickly you beat it.
Yeah, so like, I love Sonic games because like, you have all these short levels that you can play through, and you can try to find shortcuts and such, and kind of abuse like Sonic's powers. And they have leaderboards. Most Sonic games have leaderboards that keep track of how fast you go through them. So yeah, I was on that top 10 thing for like a day. So I think it was like in the first week of the game's release. So.
It sounds like fun when one of those games come out. People just scramble to get all those records and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into the game. But SHiFT, first of all, I just want to say like, thank you for like joining the relief and like being so involved. I think like what y'all did like last night especially was like a ton of fun. I know a lot of people were really into it, and so it's been great like kind of being able to incorporate both speedrunners and people on YouTube in the relief. And
yeah, it's interesting because I've seen some of the speedrunners try to stream on YouTube before, but typically we all just stay on Twitch because that's where like the big community is, where we all rate each other and like support each other's streams. It's hard when you have two very different platforms.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of where we ended up developing the community for the game. But it's really cool seeing you guys, you know, like start to develop your own community, and we want to try to like involve you guys with the stuff that we're doing too. So as soon as I heard that this was going on, I had to reach out and be like, yo, we should all work together for this. It is hard to stay connected across two platforms, but I think the Discord makes it a lot easier nowadays to organize stuff like this. So thankfully we have that. Rip Skype.
And like, yeah, it's been a dream come true. Like, just seeing like how much we've like raised and like how much fun we've been having. Like, it's been great. Especially, there's just been the world's kind of shitty right now. There's just so much like horrible stuff going around this year, and so it's just been like really great to like celebrate this really positive thing that's happening this year.
Yeah, I'm really thankful for this community, man. You got no idea. This community has gotten me through so much over the past 4 years.
And so I think we're gonna just start off easy. There is actually one trick that I was able to pull off in my last stream, and that was SBA.
Oh, really?
So
that's cool.
I'm gonna dip my toes a little bit and just kind of do that. Just try to like get a little bit of that confidence in, and then go from there. Joseph says, "Please notice me, riders." No, I will not notice you.
Once you get that first cruise boost, you'll feel the power.
So I think we'll try that after this. I'm gonna just go ahead and do SBA and like get my feet a little bit wet, and then we can try to do some cruise boosting and see how that works.
Nice.
Riders must try to slick damage boost jump. Isn't that like the hardest trick of like all of them?
Okay, so Squidward's house, what you want to try to do is make sure that SpongeBob is facing into the corner where his nose kind of meets the head of the tiki. Another thing you want to look for as well is to anticipate your jump. So like if you're just waiting for him to land on the place where you're jumping, like say when he lands on the nose, you want to make sure that you're jumping when you know that you're landing, as opposed to reacting to when you land and then jumping, because by the time you react to it, he might have already started falling. That's a pretty big theme of a lot of these tricks, is like you want to get like a muscle memory feel for when you have to jump. At the timings of these things without having to actually look and say, oh, okay, I've landed, you know?
Is
so
that
very fast-paced platforming.
Is that live? Because then I think my stream is really behind actually.
Oh, how long have you been in the pier for? Because you just entered for me.
Really?
I just saw you enter the pier.
Well, I've been in the pier for like a good minute, I think.
The screen share would have been so helpful if we could do that, but
yeah.
I guess we'll just watch you do SBA.
Yeah, I guess we'll try that. Honestly, like this is gonna be really fun either way. I think I was watching like that video that you shared with me a little bit today, and there's a lot to like you could go into and such. So I might just like try it offline and maybe document it and see how it goes.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I was kind of like trying to think of like, okay, so what am I gonna do after Rehydrate is out? I mean, there's a whole bunch of games I'd love to cover, but I think that I'm kind of interested. Like,
I was wondering if you have gotten the Book of Records for having a speed run. Yeah, the Guinness Book of World Records actually has one of my runs in it. I think it was the one from last year. It was like the 53:25 world record that was set in 2019. So that's the one they currently have in the record book.
So, I
feel like I might be too close to them. Like, I'll move back a little bit.
What was that? Oh, you know what? I just realized I have to like get out of bounds before I try to SPA.
Yeah, the disabling hand, yep.
Okay, so let me go ahead and do that first.
Yeah, it's a lot of multi-part tricks. One thing leads to the next. That's why when people ask like, hey, is Rehydrated going to have all the same tricks as the original? It's like, well, can't even disable the hand, so that alone just cuts out so many different options.
Yeah, because
it's going to be very
that, like,
different.
I know that Martin was like, when I asked him about it, he was like they were making the game from the ground up, and so it's kind of hard to program a glitch. Unfortunately.
Yeah, we talked about this at the development studio. We all agreed that like adding something like disabling the hand would be a bad idea, because nowadays you can just go on the internet and search for that stuff and be like, oh, that's how I do that. Okay, well, I can just do this now, and it would take like 5 seconds to learn how to do it, and you can just break the entire game. But the one glitch that we talked about that they said they might want to add, and the debate was going on even before they even reached out to me and said, hey, do you want to come work on the game with us? That was cruise boosting. You probably heard about that, like how they wanted to potentially add cruise boosting to the game. But the reason why they were considering this glitch but not the other ones is because of the skill curve on it, and the fact that you're not going to just accidentally do something that complex and that difficult. And even if you can, you still have to be able to, one, make it fast, and two, get it multiple times to be able to use it. So that was kind of the debate over like whether it'd be a good idea to add it or not, because essentially it's an Easter egg, right? You're not going to be able to do that unless you truly understand exactly how to do it.
Ah, gotcha.
Really intrude on casual play, but it's also remaking a glitch, so that's where the debate kind of sprung up. And I guess we'll see if it ends up making it in or not,
Yeah.
I don't think it will, but it'd be crazy if they end up doing it. Be a first, honestly, in gaming, just remaking a glitch as a feature for the next game, like a little Easter egg.
Well, I feel like if there's a company that would even consider doing that, it's definitely THQ Nordic and Purple Lamp.
Exactly. If someone's gonna do it, they could be the ones to do it.
Like, you guys, it's actually quite wild, like how supportive they've been of the community. Like, it's really wild.
Yeah, even during the Gamescom stuff when they were showing the game for the very first time last year, you heard the guys making little speedrun jokes and references while they were showing the game,
Yes.
like prodding on the players who were coming in, just like casual players playing the game for fun, like prodding them on like, how fast can you beat the game? It's a speedrun. And then we're like, okay, so they're aware of what speedrunning is. They know what's going on here. And then when the CEO of Purple Lamp, Andrew Hance, referenced cruise boosting and admitted that they were having a debate over it, and we just went crazy. It was such an insane stream, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's crazy. And yeah, guys, it's like they've been really awesome like throughout this whole time. I mean, I think it's so crazy that like Martin agreed to like come on my channel for an interview. Like that's pretty wild.
But Martin's been super good too. I've been talking to him a lot. Also, to answer a question in your chat, somebody asked if Ocarina, they referenced Ocarina of Time 3D, saying that it had glitches from the original. Well, that may be true. However, Ocarina of Time is a remaster, not a remake. Ocarina of Time was built on the foundations of the original Ocarina of Time, so the glitches still existed in that game. It was a matter of just leaving them in and not taking them. Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated is a full remake. So because it's on a different engine, the physics exploits are not going to exist unless they're purposefully implemented. So that was the whole debate over like, is cruise boosting possible? Would it be difficult to get into the game? And the verdict eventually was that no, it wouldn't be difficult. We actually proved on the Bobcast. I did a little like short podcast series where we got on and talked about Rehydrated for a little bit, about the debate over like whether cruise boosting would be possible in the game. And one of my friends, Satchel Quinn, he goes by, he was able to recreate cruise boosting in the engine that Rehydrated uses. Yeah. So we kind of just proved then and there, like, hey, this is actually possible, and if they wanted to do it, they could. So that was one of those things where when I went to the studio, we discussed that, and they essentially said, yes, we know we can do it, but the question is whether we want to, and that's still going to be something we're going to have to decide over time. So whether they made it in, we'll see, I guess. Yeah. I know they said they don't want casual players to run into stuff like that by accident, but cruise boosting kind of fits that mold where it's not going to be something that'll hurt the casual game, and it's like it didn't in the original, so why would it in the remake? You have to really know what you're doing. Also, nice with the first tiki throw.
so you just saw that?
Yeah. So okay. I just did. Did you get the second one?
No.
So what you want to do here is try to throw the tiki into the center of the platform.
Yeah, I was
because if the platform rocks back and forth, you want to kind of be standing on the part that rocks backward. Okay. So that way when you walk forward, you can kind of like get a head start before the thing starts tilting forward.
So throw it when it's rocking backwards?
Yeah, when you want to be on the back part, and there you go. Like the one that I just saw, that was. Yeah, see, you got both. There you go.
Oh, you're still really behind.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that I'm like so behind.
Yeah,
but
that's just reality of living.
Yeah.
Out in the country.
Okay. So the first tiki throw.
Yeah. Okay. So
the setup of this has actually changed since the last time I watched this video.
Okay.
But what you should probably do is like pull up the video and just see where I stood, because I had like a little still frame where I showed like where your feet have to be.
Gotcha. Someone says they hope SBA is still rehydrated. We'll see. I don't think that will be. Considering the hand can't even be disabled. Also, if you throw the tikis into the machine and you miss the throws, you can just go in and pick them up and throw them out again. Oh, really?
You don't have to completely restart, yeah.
Oh, okay. That would have saved me so much time when I first tried it out.
Yeah.
I just threw a tiki into the water.
The original setup for this, actually, we had to collect 4 of them, and stack them all up inside of the machine, and we used the 50 hole. Pretty dumb.
Oh, I see.
That was the first ever iteration.
How do you
but
guys
then somebody by the name of Lunk69 found a way to do it in the 10 hole.
Yeah.
And that was the big strat for a while. We used to call it the 10, so just flash the 10 on the screen. And then Rubbertoe64 found a 30 setup. That's the one that you're using right now.
Ah, gotcha. Oh, I got another super chat. Someone's asking, what are the differences between the PS2, GameCube, and Xbox versions of VFBB? Are all versions
Okay,
60
so
FPS?
I can actually answer that one. Yeah,
I
so
kind of figured.
all 3 versions do run in 60 FPS. The PS2 version has a bit of a graphical downgrade, and so does the GameCube version. Their render distances are both a bit shorter. The lighting on both of them are not as vibrant as the Xbox version, especially the PS2 version, which is really, really dark. This is another thing where I wanted to show Purple Lamp. I actually gave them an Xbox to reference the original game. I think when we brought it there, it didn't work because I think that the power converter that we use kind of shorted out. I don't remember exactly what happened, but yeah, that Xbox might not work anymore. But yeah, I brought them an Xbox to reference the Xbox version because the lighting effects on this version are so much better, more refined. The textures on the Xbox version are also full size, whereas on the PS2 version and the GameCube version, they're downscaled 2 times. But yeah, the big thing is the lighting. The sound quality on the GameCube version is a little bit lower because it's compressed. The GameCube discs, I don't think, could hold as much memory, or rather, file storage. My bad, not memory. So they had to compress a lot of this stuff on it. So this is another reason why. Actually, I'm not really sure why the Xbox version doesn't have stereo audio. It's always been strange to me. But they are doing fake stereo remasters for the remake, so we will get to hear.
Yeah,
I guess like somewhat what it'll sound like in stereo. But one of the big differences, yeah, the draw distance is a big one. But another one that people don't really notice is the aspect ratio. On Xbox, the aspect ratio is slightly wider. It's not 16:9, but it's a little bit wider than 4:3. It's like a strange aspect ratio.
Gotcha.
So, Riders, when you're throwing this tiki, I can't tell if I'm delayed or not, but
You probably are.
Yeah.
I got the first tiki. I got the first tiki in the. Oh my god, what is that thing even called?
The PS2 has stereo, so why doesn't Xbox? It doesn't. They're all mono.
Yeah.
PS2, Xbox, and GameCube are all mono audio.
Oh, you just started.
This is the reason why THQ Nordic had to get the tracks remastered.
Yeah. Oh, you just like touched upon Sheriff's like favorite topic to discuss. Like he's made like actual videos on the music and like the difference between stereo and mono, and he's just very passionate about that.
Yeah, he was one of the people who tried to help get the stereo versions of the original tracks for the documentary, but unfortunately we were unable to get them. But that would have been awesome if we could have. They still sound pretty good in mono though, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when this remake was announced, I downloaded the soundtrack to my phone and I listened to it like every day for like a whole month, and I started doing that again recently. With obviously there's a lot of hype going on right now.
I've been listening to the soundtrack every day for the past 4 years. One of those. That's what comes with playing the game literally every day, and it never gets old.
It really doesn't. It's really great sounds, and it's I think my favorite. I think it's become a recent favorite of mine for some reason, but the final boss music, Chum Bucket, I don't know why, but like that like really hits hard for me.
Pretty epic. Also, that first tiki throw onto the platform was pretty nice.
It was, okay.
For the one that goes inside of the machine.
Yeah.
I can kind of figure out which setup you're doing. If you see the pointer there, you don't want to throw it. Like you want to Okay, so I see you have both the tikis inside there.
Okay. Okay, you're not actually that far behind then.
I don't know how far behind I am, but
yeah, I think I actually like just messed it up. I have this stone tiki like outside now, and it's just like.
Yeah. Do you understand how the trick works? Like why it gives you the points and stuff?
Because like the bubble bowl like kind of gets stuck in between them. And
yeah. So you got to get the first tiki in a place where it gets stuck under the 30 hole.
Okay.
And then you can throw the other one on top of it so you can put the ball inside of it. So what you want to do here is try to get both tikis out of the hole.
Okay.
And get them back onto the main platform.
Yeah.
And you can set up the first throw again.
So you will soon see that like I got one of them out, but now I cannot grab it. So.
Oh yeah. So.
I think I have to. restart that, unfortunately.
You can try walking around it and like facing it and mashing it. You can definitely get that.
Oh, really? Okay. Walking
Yeah,
around.
try mashing the pickup button when you fall off the ramp while you're facing it.
Okay. I'm just gonna mash it tons. Let's see.
Yeah, see, the ramp has two different sections where like one of them you can't really walk up. There's a tiny little spot where you can, but not really relevant to this. So you want to jump on top of the ramp, and as you're falling off of it, you want to face the tiki and mash the pickup button.
Okay. So let me start to fall off of it, and then someone just asked what console you prefer for Rehydrated.
For me?
Yeah.
I played it on PC and Switch undocked, but I feel like the PC version is going to be the best. I mean, it seems like they're developing it for PC and porting it to consoles, so I'd assume that's where it's going to look and play the best.
I'm actually really excited to see people mod it.
Yeah, someone's got to take the initiative. I'm excited for that.
Like, I would think my dream would be someone to port over all the movie game levels.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they did it with it's funny because the when the speedrunning community started to get really big, the modding community started to develop a lot more because a lot of the speedrunners who got into the game started to take interest in modding, so they went off to help this guy Igor Sebra, who was working on this program called Industrial Park.
Alright, I just got the tiki.
Yeah, they call it Industrial, I know. But Industrial Park is a fan-made level editor. Okay. That's capable of making like actually really impressive mods for this game. It's a very powerful tool. And Purple Lamp actually found this tool, and that's what they used to port the models and levels out of the original game to put them into Rehydrated from like kind of masking new levels over it. They pretty much use Industrial Park to extract the maps, and then they put them into Rehydrated to scale their work over it, just to make sure that all the objects and all the levels were to scale. And then they built over it as like a template to make sure it was all the right size. Okay. So another way the community's impacted the remake as well. It's a little fun fact.
Okay, so I managed to get the tiki off the ramp, so that's good. And I think I have like the other one like in the middle now. I don't know if that's the place it's supposed to be at. So I'm trying to pull up a video just to kind of see for myself what it's supposed to actually look like. Let's see. Yeah, I'm excited. Like, I think the mod I just want to see most is just putting Squidward, Mr. Krabs, and Gary and Robot Plankton in the game.
Have you seen BFBB Second Strike?
Is that another mod?
Yeah, it's a mod that has a lot of movie game levels in it and like 170 spatulas. Ooh. It has like increased difficulty, a bunch of new levels, new challenges. It's really cool. There are some doors that instead of collecting shiny objects and spatulas to get into, you have to destroy robots. And there's like a slide challenge in Sand Mountain where you have to destroy like 30 sleepy times while sliding down the slide. Pretty challenging and fun.
Oh, okay.
I watched what you do them, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely like.
You might be able to get something out of that you just did there. So if you take the second tiki and throw it on top of it, you'd see if that works.
I just want to. I was double checking to see if that's where it's supposed to be. But yeah, I just saw people.
It might be a little bit deep, but it's worth a shot, you know.
Yeah, I mean it's better than what I've been trying to do.
I think you can get it with that. You can give it a try.
Okay.
So you want to take the second tiki and walk up the ramp on the middle arrows, and as you're all the way up on the ramp, you want to throw it. What just happened? Because I'm super delayed.
So I did not do that. I just drew it from the far distance. So let me try.
Well, it's all good. You can just pick it up and try again.
Yeah, let me try to grab it again. So guys, I'm gonna change this title.
Just be careful not to grab the one in the center, the first throw, because you want to leave that one there.
So guys, I'm gonna change the title of this stream afterwards from learning the speedrun to reminding myself how I did SBA the first time. Okay, I'm up the ramp now. Let's do that. Okay, I think that looks good. Let's see. So new footage from the Summer Games Fest is tomorrow, right? Yes, that is tomorrow. Apparently they have exclusive footage and an interview, so you guys definitely want to keep an eye out for that.
Yo, what's up, crows? thank you for donating to the cause. And of course, if you're any amount of money you donate enters you in the raffle, I believe, right, Riders?
Yep. As long as you guys select that reward, then you'll be entered. The only reason I
Okay,
emphasize that reward is because it asks a question that I need for the giveaway. Because THQ Nordic, they're so nice. Like, obviously, it's so amazing that they donate all these, but they donated a version of each game. So that's why I need to ask what platform you prefer and such.
Makes sense.
And also,
yeah. So that tiki throw, you wanna be all the way up against the ramp when you do it.
hey, I just did it. So you'll see that on the stream very soon.
You got the ball to stick?
Yep, I got it sick, and I am seeing the 30 on my screen.
Very nice.
Very, very intensely.
Damn, I'm actually 2 minutes behind in that case.
So you will see that very soon. But okay, guys. So I did not forget what I learned before, so that's great.
yeah, that throw looked good. I have not seen the SpongeBob musical now.
Oh man, you definitely gotta see it. I don't
when
know.
I get time, I just never have time for anything. That's just that's just how it is.
Yeah, I made a special trip with my friends to New York to see it live, and it was great.
That's sick.
Yeah,
I've heard good things about it.
The plot kind of reminded me a lot of the first movie, actually. It kind of had some similar themes, but it was really great. Okay, so that was supposed to wet my feet, but it actually made me realize that I have so much more to learn.
Yeah, in the speed run, I mean, this setup did get the 30s, but in a speed run, you would want to set it up so it doesn't fall out.
Ah, gotcha.
But that's fine for if you're just trying to get an idea of how it works.
Yeah.
But you'll truly know when it works if it stays in without having to do anything to it. So that way, what we do is we go around collecting stuff in the pier while the thing's going. So we're generating shiny objects while we're getting other stuff in the map.
Yeah. Alright, I just got another one in there, so that's good.
Nice.
This looks really, really good. Let's see.
Yeah, thank you, Koopa.
Okay.
So yeah, once you get it in, you just go around collecting the socks and the spatula. Pretty much what we do is we go straight to the tower bungee in the any percent run. And we get the spatula from tower bungee.
Gotcha.
While you're watching I think the intermediate beginner strat, when you buy, I believe I kept in the tutorial, you buy the clam, and during the clam cutscene where it shows the top of the tower and the bungee hook coming down, you're still generating shiny objects the entire time. So even though you're spending money to get that clam open,
yeah,
you're still generating enough money to make it back in the span of 3 seconds. So
gotcha.
that's one of those things.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna bring this up to the audience, guys. What trick do you want me to try next? I watched a couple of videos, but of course I could just watch something really quickly just to get an idea right now. So let me know what trick you'd like me to attempt, and we'll see what happens. Let's see. Someone said dolphin noise. I don't think that's a trick. Someone said pog. I don't think that's a trick.
Yeah, they want you to cruise boost, dude. there's no avoiding it.
There's no avoiding it. All right, so I'm gonna watch a quick video on it. I did watch it sometime.
Yeah,
last
you can
week.
feel free to if you want to show it on your stream. I don't mind. It's all good with me.
Let's see. And I'm just gonna pull up on my phone. My computer is lagging a little bit for some reason, so let me go ahead and just pull it up. But in the meantime, yep, lots of people are saying cruise boost. It's oh, someone said prawn skip.
Yeah, prawn skip requires cruise boosting though. That's the thing.
Someone said
prawn.
boost cruise.
If you watched part 2, those of you who have watched part 2 already, you'll know.
Oh yeah, guys, what did you all think about SHiFT's part 2 of the documentary? Did any of you catch it? I'm sure they all caught it.
The nut glide. Yeah, that trick is so old. You guys will hear about Fast Nut in part 3. That was the next iteration of Sandy's dream. Dumb tricks in that level.
So So I think in the video you said the best place to try it out is like the kelp machine in rock bottom.
Yeah, that's a good place to do it.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
What's up?
You watched the cruise. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. So if you go to the 3.5-hour tutorial that I sent you,
Okay.
go to the description and scroll down to the cruise boosting section.
Okay.
That explains it way better than the one that you probably found.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
Yeah, that explanation's a little bit longer, but you'll understand how it works by the end of that. Yeah, the old cruise boost tutorial doesn't really explain
Okay.
very well.
Oh, there's a whole part 2.5 for cruise boosting. So let me just pull that up.
It's a 16-minute explanation. So that's what I'm saying. Feel free to like put it on your stream if you want. Like, if you don't want your viewers to like, if they want to follow along too, that could be fun for the audience to experience as well. I don't mind it.
Let's see. Well, let me see if So I think I'll try to watch it and such. Sometimes my computer just lags a lot when I try to show my screen for some reason.
What you can do is on Streamlabs OBS, you can just hide your capture card. If you go to properties on your capture card asset, you can select the disable when not showing option. So your computer won't be using up the CPU from rendering your capture card footage.
Okay.
And then you can do window capture for the YouTube URL.
Gotcha.
If it doesn't capture it, it probably means you have hardware acceleration enabled. I can just help you disable that if you had that problem.
Okay.
But display capture is like, it uses more memory and CPU.
Okay then.
So window capture is usually better to do if you can do it.
All right. So I just disabled the game capture. I'm gonna go ahead and try to pull up.
I know that usually Chrome has those issues where it the hardware acceleration interferes with OBS's capture.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, so I'm putting that up now. Oh, I'm sorry, Parrot, for making you change all that. Oh, that does not look right. No, that doesn't look right. Let's see here. Oh, it's because I locked it. Of course I did. All right, let's see. We're gonna put this over here, make it look all nice and neat. All right, actually, this is working out just fine, I think. All right, so let me go ahead and pull this up. So guys, yeah, I hope you find this like somewhat entertaining, but you all did request this, so we're gonna go ahead and try to see if we can learn how to cruise boost. Oh look, I have 214 people watching. That's cool. Oh, SHiFT, you're still there. I don't hear SHiFT.
More difficult hit or miss tricks, like the kinds of things we're about to cover in the next section of the video. Oh, and by the way, congratulations on finishing part 2. I know for most of you out there following.
Oh, I thought that was. Okay, I'm getting really confused. Give me 1 second.
Seems like you're close.
Oh, is that you? Because like part of the video is like playing, and like I can't tell if that's you or.
Okay, yeah, you're getting there.
Okay, yeah.
This looks like you're there, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna play it. I was getting confused like whether it was your voice from the video or like the chat.
Yeah, cruise boost introduction. Okay. You should be good. I mean, this is so delayed for me that like I assume you're at the right spot now.
Yeah, I think I clicked on it in like in the bottom portion, so I'm thinking this will be good. All right.
This is the moment you've all been waiting for. So take a break if you need one, but if not, let's get right into part 3. And yes, that means it is time to start cruise boosting.
You guys asked for this.
So you've learned a few fancy jumps and skips and think you can speed run Battle for Bikini Bottom? You won't even make it out of jellyfish fields with that attitude. If you're going to win this war, you need to use every weapon at your disposal. And the most mighty weapon that any soldier on the front lines possesses is the Cruise Boost. A seasoned Cruise Booster will pass any obstacle with ease and leave the competition in the dust. It's not easy, but nothing worth doing ever is. Now get out there, soldier. We've got a war to win.
So before entering part 3, we need to cover cruise boosting. This trick is used many times throughout the rest of the run, so I figured it necessary to dedicate an entire segment to it. I believe the most important aspect of this trick is knowledge. If you understand how cruise boosting works, it makes getting one that much easier. And I just want to establish now that cruise boosting works exactly the same on every version of this game. Regardless of whether you're playing on the GameCube, PlayStation 2, or Xbox version, the inputs, movement, and frame rate are all exactly the same.
Okay.
Let's start with the absolute basics. So at this point in the tutorial, you've used the bubble bowl quite a bit, and you may have noticed that when you use the bubble bowl and you push forward, you launch forward quite a bit. This is because the bubble bowl has its own separate movement speed, which we will refer to as bowl speed, and while walking forward and using the bubble bowl, you are using that walking speed to make your bowling speed faster. So what you should take from this is that when SpongeBob is bowling, there are two forces acting on his total speed, his walking speed and his bowling speed. Now just to make sure we're caught up at this point, I'll show you a simulation that can explain this visually. And by the way, if you're interested in checking out more work from the guy who made this simulation, you can find him on Twitter at Satchel Quinn. So back to how bowling speed works. In the simulator, bowling speed is indicated by the orange values, the walking or movement speed is indicated by the purple numbers, and your total speed or de facto speed is indicated by the green numbers. So if you stand still and fire a bowling shot in the simulator, you see that his movement speed values do not change, however the bowling speed values spike up for a little bit. This is because you're giving no movement input while you're also giving bowling input. Now as I walk forward, you'll notice the movement value will increase, and my total speed should be set to equal my movement value. Now when I bowl out of this,
this simulator is the one that we use to show Purple Lamp that like, hey, it's possible to cruise boost in this game if you...
because your total speed,
this is the same engine Rehydrated is made
your
in.
bowling speed.
Got
this? Okay,
looking that close, yeah.
So now that we understand how the game calculates total speed, let's start talking about cruise boosting. What does it actually do? If you've seen runs of the game before, you know what it looks like, but do you really know what's happening under the hood? Well, let's start by saying that cruise boosting is a glitch.
It's crazy.
That
It
allows
looks
you to
like
lock
the
your
actual
bowling speed
game
at a certain value by
I was
inputting the bubble
confused. I was
bowl
like,
and the cruise
it looks
bubble
like
on
the
the
game,
same
but
frame. In Battle for
it's
Bikini
like
Bottom, the game runs
not-
at
Yeah,
60
we
frames
ported
per
the
second
animations
on all
over.
versions. This means that you have 1/60th of a second
This
window
guy,
to press
Seal,
the
who
bubble
helped
bowl
work
and the cruise
on
bubble on the same frame to
the
lock whatever
industrial
bowling
park
speed
mod that I was
value
talking
you have
about.
at that given
Mhm.
frame.
He was able
To
to
clarify,
port
your
the
bowling
animations
speed is
over
based on
and
how fast you're moving
Satchel
on the
was able
frame that you
to
bowl. So I'll show
map
you
out
another
the animation
example just
trees to make it
sure
all
we're all
smooth,
caught
and
up.
it looks
So when I fire
it
a
looks
bowling
like
shot in
it's
the
actually
simulator,
taken from the
notice
original
bowling
game,
speed
even though
know,
it's
it
still
looks
on the
like
engine
so if I
Rehydrated is
do the
on.
same bowling
Yeah.
shot
It's
and
crazy
use the
how
cruise
exact
bubble
he
on
got
the
it.
exact
It's
frame
so
that I do
sick.
it. The
It
cruise
looks
bubble
really-
cancels the bowling
yeah,
ball
it looked like
animation,
the game,
and the
but,
bowling
like,
speed
kind
gets
of
locked into that same initial
bootleggy,
value you
but,
saw
like, not
earlier.
really.
This is a cruise boost, however, it's still not useful
Yeah,
for
super
runs because it's not
unpolished.
fast enough. So if you understand
But just
how
a little
this works so
simulator to
far,
prove
let's
that,
start
you know,
talking about
cruise
how to get a
boosting
fast
can be
cruise
done
boost.
and Rehydrated
So
if
let's
they
put
wanted to
together those
implement
two
it.
things we discussed earlier.
Gotcha.
Bowling speed is determined by how fast you're moving on the frame that you used it. And you can use the cruise bubble to cancel the bubble bowl if you do it on the same frame you use the bubble bowl. So if you're walking at full speed and you use the bubble bowl, you'll get a faster bowling shot than
said,
if you
"Who
were
needs
standing
one
still.
shift when
And
you
the
got
bowling
two?"
speed that we want to lock onto our total speed is the same value of speed that we get from walking forward and bowling. So how can we accomplish this? If you guess that you have to walk forward and use the cruise bubble and the bubble bowl on the same frame, that's actually wrong. Because if you're walking forward and SpongeBob is not against a flat surface, the bubble bowl will prioritize over the cruise bubble and therefore not allow the cruise bubble to cancel the bubble bowl. So in basic terms, in order to get a fast cruise boost, you have to lock the bowling speed that is produced by walking and bowling at the same time, while also being against a flat surface. So if we walk against a flat surface like this wall and use the cruise bubble and the bubble bowl on the same frame, you will get a cruise boost, however it'll still be slow. And this is because the wall is obstructing you from moving forward, so therefore the bowling shot can't give you more speed, because walking against the wall is making you not really move at all. Does that make sense? So it seems counterintuitive that you would need to walk against a wall in order to get a fast cruise boost, but walking against a wall like this makes you walk slowly. So you might be wondering how this is even possible. Well, let's remember earlier that I said that you need to be against a flat surface, not necessarily walking into the wall. There are two more important aspects of SpongeBob's movement that you have to understand to perform this part of the trick. First off, when SpongeBob is performing a bowling shot, the game makes him turn at 1/10 of his normal speed. This mechanic was likely added to make it easier for people to aim a bowling shot, because if you could turn as fast as you normally can while you're using a bowling shot, the average casual player would probably have a very hard time aiming. And secondly, you don't necessarily have to be walking forward to produce movement speed. You can actually walk in any direction. So by walking against the wall initially and using the cruise bubble and bubble ball on the same frame, you can lock that really slow bowling speed just to get that slow turning effect. The reason why the slow turning effect from the bubble ball is still transferred to your cruise boost is because using the cruise bubble and bubble ball on the same frame not only locks your bowling speed, but also your turning speed. So now that you're turning at 1/10 of your normal speed, you can move from left to right while still facing the wall. Do you see where I'm getting at here? Because earlier I mentioned that you don't have to necessarily be walking forward to get your movement speed. You can instead walk from side to side. Okay. Ah, look at that. So with your initial slow cruise boost and 1/10 of your turning speed, you can walk from side to side against the wall to get that walking speed required to produce the fast bowling shot while still technically facing against a flat surface. So, in order to get that fast cruise boost, pull the control stick against the surface of the wall that's facing closest to the camera. The reason why you can't do this the other way around is because walking in the direction of the wall is farther forward.
Wait, that's holding the control stick that's at the angle closest to the... Wait, I need to go back.
We'll just pull you. The reason why you can't do this, pull the control stick against while still technically facing, can walk from side to side against the wall to get that walking speed required to produce the fast bowling shot while still technically facing against a flat surface. So, in order to get that fast cruise boost, pull the control stick against the surface of the wall that's facing closest to the camera.
Hold the control stick against the wall that's facing closest to the camera? Yeah,
the reason why you can't do this the other way around is because walking in the direction of the wall that's farther forward will just pull you away from the wall. Meanwhile, pushing into the side of the wall. Do you kind of understand, like, what is your understanding so far?
Well, I get that, like, it has to be done at like a flat surface, and you can kind of move side to side to kind of create that momentum to help to build up the speed. So I kind of get that.
Do you understand why you had to be facing toward the wall?
Not exactly, to be honest.
Okay, so when you cruise boost, all you're doing, if you ignore the fact that the cruise bubble is involved, all you're doing is staying in a perpetual bowling state. It's like if you press the bowling button, and you just never stopped, like you're just constantly bowling. So when you're bowling, the game has this mechanic that makes it so you can aim better. So what they do is they tone down your turning speed to 1/10 of your normal turning speed, which essentially means when you bowl, if you try bowling in your game right now, you'll notice when you like try turning, you turn slower than you would if you're normally walking, right? Do you feel that when you do it?
So, sorry, could you repeat that again?
It's all right. So like when you try bowling, you'll see that when you try turning around to aim your bowling shot, when the bowling pin moves around, you're not going to be moving as fast because the game knows that you're in a bowling state. So when you cruise boost, all you're doing is interrupting the bubble ball. So the game says, well, the bubble ball hasn't ended yet, so I guess it's still going.
Okay.
So you're still bowling. Even though you're not bowling, you can still move around, but the game still thinks you're bowling, right?
Yeah, I gotcha.
So the reason why we have to have you face against a wall when we do the second part of the cruise boost is because the cruise bubble can't come out unless you're facing or standing on flat surface. So when you're cruise boosting, when you're using a bowling shot, the speed of your bowling shot is determined by how fast you're moving when you use it.
Okay.
So whether you're moving left, right, back, forward, any direction that you're moving in, the game still realizes that you're moving. So if you use the bowling shot, like when you're moving left to right, you can get as much speed as you normally would from walking, even though you're not technically walking forward. You're just walking from side to side.
Okay.
And because you're facing the wall, the cruise bubble can come out. So therefore, you can use the cruise bubble and the bubble ball at the same time to trap that bowling speed.
Okay.
And that's what makes you run twice as fast, because you're capturing the ball. That you're capturing a bowl that you use when you were walking at full speed. So it takes that speed of walking at full speed plus your normal walking speed and makes you run twice as fast.
Gotcha.
Does that kind of make a little bit more sense?
Yeah, I think so. Because like you're combining both, like doing the bubble bowl and the walking speed.
Exactly.
To kind of capture
but like
that
when
speed.
you don't input any walking speed, when you're not even walking at all, you're still gonna move because the game still thinks that you're bowling.
Okay.
Right.
All right then. Okay, so
yeah.
looks like I got.
If you have to rewatch anything, just go ahead because it's pretty confusing stuff. I know.
I'm looking through the chat and people are saying like riders look so confused and like you guys have to understand that like running a charity live stream event is a lot. Well, it was a lot more overwhelming than I thought it was gonna be. So I actually like made sure I took a nap right before this because otherwise I think I might have just like fallen asleep or something during stream.
Yeah, there's another thing too is like this trick is so complex that this is again what was part of the debate when they were talking about whether they should add cruise boosting or not.
Yeah.
Because it's so complex that it's never going to be something you'll run into if you're playing the game just by accident. You know? You have to know exactly what you're doing to execute it.
I see. So it's like I'll try my best, try to understand as much as I can, but I think we may
be able to get one. I think you'll get it.
All right. SHiFT is very confident that I can get one, so we'll see. All right, let's gonna.
To your point of view, will kind of glide you against the wall. So you're still against the flat surface and you're still moving at your walking speed. So make sure you're careful to push against the correct side of the wall and make sure your analog stick is not too far forward or too far back. Ideally, you want I would still finish watching the rest of the video too because it's going to explain. It's gonna go over it again and try to like wrap it up for you so you understand exactly what's going on.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and keep on going.
To one side,
I hope you guys
but
find
just
this
slightly above the x-axis. This is the same for whether you're pulling to the left side or the right side. When you get it, they're gonna pop off. Don't worry. If you push too far up on the control stick while you're sliding, you won't move as fast against the wall because you're pushing more forward into it than to the left or right. So therefore, if you use the bubble bowl and cruise bubble on the same frame to capture that speed, you'll just get a slower cruise boost.
Oh, just a reminder, guys. It's 5:50 right now, so we got about 40 minutes until we're gonna start picking winners. So. It's your last chance to donate if you want to enter the giveaways, just so you know.
Likewise, pulling too far back on the control stick isn't good either, because then you have the same problem I mentioned earlier that's produced by walking onto the incorrect side of the wall. It forms a space gap between you and the wall, so you're no longer facing against the flat surface. You need to pull the control stick slightly above the x-axis, so that way SpongeBob glides across the surface that's closest to your point of view.
Okay then.
So let's start from the top again. Walk against the wall and take note of which side of the wall is facing closest to the camera. Now the wall should be almost flat but not quite flat. So it might be hard to tell which side of the wall is closest to the camera by just looking. Another way of determining this is by walking into the wall and seeing which way you get pushed. If walking straight into the wall pushes you to the left, it means that that side of the wall is farther away from the camera. Likewise, if walking into the wall pushes you to the right, it means that side of the wall is farthest from the camera, which is why you're able to walk forward into it. So now once you're sliding against the wall like this, execute the bubble bolt and the cruise bubble on the same frame. I must emphasize here to keep pushing forward on the control stick while you're doing this. Make sure that you continue walking forward while you execute the cruise bubble and the bubble bolt on the same frame. Now once you've done this, if you're on the GameCube or Xbox versions, the winding sound that comes from the bowling shot will go into an infinite loop. On the PS2 version, you won't be able to hear this, however you can still tell on all three versions whether it worked or not if you get a very slight sliding effect into the wall, and if moving from left to right generally keeps you facing toward the wall.
Bowl and cruise bubble at the same time, 1 frame window. Okay. Okay.
Now once you have this first cruise boost, again, take note of which side of the wall is closest to the camera. Now angle your control stick, again, in the direction of the wall, but slightly above the x-axis. And as you pull in that direction, execute the bubble bolt and the cruise bubble on the same frame. And in other terms, if you're not quite understanding this explanation, when executing the second cruise boost, you need to pull into the opposite direction from the direction you were pushed doing the original one straight against the wall.
Drifting left, so walk to the right. Okay. So go straight. You did the first cruise boost there. Okay. Alright, gotcha.
You can also do the same thing if walking straight into the wall pushes you in the opposite direction. So if you're drifting to the right after your first cruise boost, pull to the left while doing your second one. And remember to keep your control stick all the way to one side, slightly above the x-axis.
Okay.
If you do this correctly, you should achieve a fast cruise boost. Now that you understand how this works, I'm going to explain how to activate it even faster. Since you can't move during the cruise bubble animation, you can actually buffer your next analog input by, for example, if you're being pushed to the left by your first cruise boost, pull to the right during the cruise bubble animation, and once the cruise bubble animation finishes, you'll already be pulling in that direction. So you can time your second cruise boost to go off immediately after it ends. So if you do it all in one smooth motion, it should look like this.
Okay, let's take a look at this. This is actually really well put together. I'm liking all the like visual cues of like the control stick.
Yeah, hopefully the little graphics on the screen help you kind of see what has to.
I feel like I have an idea at least. So, dude, if I can do this during a stream,
If you find yourself facing too far away from the wall with your first cruise boost, you can actually fire a bowling shot to get rid of it and start over. I'll explain in more detail why this works later, but just know for now it's an option to get rid of it.
Okay.
You can also pause the game and rewarp to the level you're in. This will not only get rid of your cruise boost, but it'll also clear the winding sounds that have built up over time. So if it's getting annoying to you at some point, you can just rewarp and start over. Now obviously getting this will take some practice, and likewise noticing when you have a fast cruise boost will take practice as well. So the easiest way to tell whether you have a fast one or not is by wiggling the control stick backward around the bottom of the y-axis. And if you get some kind of a moonwalking effect from this, that means that your captured bowling speed isn't fast enough to completely counteract your walking speed, so that imbalance causes you to run backward. And this will become more obvious when I explain how cruise boost movement works. But before we get into that, I want to show you the simulator again, just so I can give you a visual on the relationship between these speeds. So this orange arrow facing forward on SpongeBob is the visual representation of his bowling speed vector, and the cyan arrow on the other hand is your movement speed or analog input. So when these two vectors are working together, SpongeBob gets that fast movement speed as shown here, but when they're working against each other, SpongeBob just runs in place because his bowling speed and movement speed are equal to each other. This is the sign of a good cruise boost because you captured your exact movement speed when you were sliding against the wall. The sign of a bad cruise boost is when your bowling speed isn't quite fast enough to completely counteract your movement speed, so that imbalance as shown here causes SpongeBob to move backward.
Alright.
Regardless of how fast your cruise boost is, these basic movement properties I'm about to explain still apply. In cruise boost state, bowling speed will apply to all of your actions including the cruise bubble, bubble bowl, bubble bounce, and bubble bash, which causes you to move around while doing these actions, despite not giving any movement input on the control stick. These actions all function a bit differently, however. A cruise boosted bubble bounce will still suspend you in midair temporarily, however with the added bowling speed, it'll push you forward. So this means that the bubble bounce can be used to extend your jumps, much like we've used the spin attack for earlier in the tutorial. And yes, the spin attack still does the same thing here, but you can use it to extend your jumps even farther while you're cruise boosting. Bashing takes on the same properties as well. A cruise boosted bubble bash can be used as a super jump, which sends you way higher than a normal double jump would, and allows you to climb up objects which were previously unclimbable. Using the cruise bubble in a cruise boosted state, however, unless you're stationary against an object, may cause it to come out temporarily for an instant and then disappear. This is because the cruise bubble automatically cancels itself while you're moving. This is likely the same reason why you have to be against the wall to get a cruise boost in the first place, by the way, just to help cement your understanding of the trick. Now, bubble bowling is an interesting one, because using the bubble bowl in a cruise boosted state does boost the speed of the bowling shot, however it ends the infinite loop of the bowling shot you used to cruise boost, and therefore restores your speed to 0, effectively ending your cruise boost. Now you may be thinking this is bad, but it's not necessarily bad, because cruise boosting does place limitations on your ability to turn, as we mentioned earlier with the 1/10 modifier, and it also still pushes you around while you have no control of your character. So if you grab a spatula while you're in a cruise boosting state, SpongeBob will continue moving around despite you having no control over him. So in some situations, it's actually desirable to use a bowling shot to get rid of your cruise boost before collecting a spatula. There are several other ways of getting rid of your cruise boost as well, such as taking damage, touching goo, dying, or switching characters. Now that you understand how to manipulate cruise boost movement and how this movement affects your moveset, we need to talk about how to use them effectively. So now that we have the bubble bounce and bash available for platforming, we can string moves together very differently. For example, to cross some gaps, you can start with a cruise boosted bash, into a double jump, into a spin, into a slam. You can also double jump, spin, slam. Or bash, spin, double jump, slam. As you can see, there are many options here for creativity. As long as your cruise boost speed is fast enough, the platforming and jumping gaps shouldn't be too difficult with a cruise boost, at least with the movement covered in this tutorial.
Okay.
But what you might find more difficulty doing is standing still with a cruise boost, because as we covered already, it's constantly pushing you forward. So if you recall my example earlier where the two vectors were counteracting each other, you can actually use this as a method for standing still. So while facing forward, wiggle the control stick back at the bottom of the Y-axis, and with enough practice you should be able to have SpongeBob stand in place like this. You can also turn the control stick very slowly to have SpongeBob turn in place. This is a really good exercise to practice control with cruise boosting, because a sure sign of an experienced player is one that has complete control over how fast they're moving with the cruise boost.
Okay.
Now with that said, there are still some moments where cruise boosting is not advantageous, such as areas with a lot of turning, or areas where the time it takes to cruise boost counteracts the amount of time it would actually save to use it. There's still a lot of strategy factoring into when to use a cruise boost, how fast it needs to be, when to get rid of it, even down to which way you have to face the camera while you're grabbing a spatula. So throughout part 3 where we discuss cruise boost movement, make sure you pay attention to the little details in each segment, because even though cruise boosting is essentially just one trick, each one is very different, and that is also why I advise you to not spend too much time practicing it before learning the rest of the run. Just get it down to the point where you think you understand how it works, and then start learning part 3, because you'll find that practicing cruise boosting in the various spots that I point out in the tutorial will be much more helpful for you than just practicing it in the same spot over and over again. The surfaces change, the angles change, and your execution will change. And if you go back and rewatch this section of the video, you'll notice that I showed several different spots to cruise boost on just to demonstrate that point. So keep all of this in mind, and if you're struggling with cruise boosting, reference back this point in the video, because this is by far the most important trick to understand when running this game, and especially when entering this next section. Let's just say with adequate practice, these next 36 spatulas will go by way faster than the first 41. But for now, don't rush learning these tricks in the next section, because section 3 of this tutorial is overall much harder than the previous two. Just keep that in mind going forward, take breaks if you need to, and stay motivated.
Okay. So I just got to the end of part 2.5. So I think like the only thing left now is to just go and try it.
Yeah.
All right. So let me go ahead and switch back. I feel like I at least have an idea of what to do. So
cool.
We'll go ahead and just try it out and see what we can do. But you all asked for this, just so you know. So if y'all see like some of the saddest cruise boosting ever, then it is your fault. So let me get the game back up here. Oh, so SpongeBob. Oh, I still had out of bounds activated, so SpongeBob's been fallen. It's just been fallen. That's cool. Okay. Zach just said, good luck, Riders. Thank you. Superverse said, Ryder looks hella stressed. Come on, guys. You are not helping. Oh, that's the wrong place to warp to. Mighty Emerald said his brain is fried. Imagine how... Alright.
I'm ready for driving school to start up again.
Maybe these robots aren't so bad after all.
I appreciate everyone's support. Okay, so... I'm at the kelp machine. I just wanted to see this reference. Cool. Okay, so I'm in the wall. Hey, SHiFT.
What's up?
Can you just walk me through the first steps again?
Okay, so walk up to the candy machine.
Okay.
And as you're walking into it, take notice to which side you're mostly being pushed to. It should be very subtle, because you should be mostly flat.
Yeah.
But take notice, like, which side is SpongeBob moving to when you walk into it.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely see he's kind of moving to the left, mostly.
All right, so as you're walking forward, use the cruise bubble and the bubble bowl on the same frame. When you hear the ticking noise, you know that you got it.
Okay. So it's literally just trying to push them both at the same time, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's got to be on the same frame, so you have 1/60th of a second to get it.
Because it should be just as simple as just clicking both buttons at the same time, right?
Yep. If the bowl comes out, it means that you press the cruise bubble trigger too early. So try pushing it later.
Okay. I wonder if there's like a... yeah. I'm still getting the...
You just gotta calibrate it.
Calibrate it?
Yeah, if you're still getting the bubble bowl, just try to either press the bubble bowl earlier or press the cruise bubble later. You just gotta calibrate it so you're pressing them at the same time.
Okay. This is gonna sound really dumb, but I was clicking the wrong trigger this entire time. That's why
I mean, if you play the movie game, has the R trigger map to it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, now. Because I was wondering why I was just doing the bubble bowl and not the cruise boost at all. Oh. Oh my god, this is even dumber. I actually had it activated. I had the audio of my game like so low that I didn't hear it.
Okay. So once you have one activated, take notice to which side you're being pushed to.
Okay.
Make sure you're flat against the wall, but if you're being pushed to the left, you want to pull to the right. If you're being pushed to the right, you want to pull to the left. So it's always got to be the opposite side you're being pushed to. Do you remember the diagram where you saw the control stick where it has to be slightly above the x-axis but not quite past it?
Yeah. Okay.
You want to make sure that your control stick is pushed to the right but not below the horizontal axis. You can take a look at that diagram. It breaks down pretty well where the little control stick was in the upper left corner of the screen.
Yeah. All right. So, well, I
That's
got it.
probably your best visual.
I got it to kind of work. It's not very fast, but it's a start.
Yeah, you got the first part. Now you just gotta get the second part.
Okay.
The second part's the hard part.
You can just... Alright, so... Yeah, it looks like,
I'm ready for...
It looks like I got the first part down.
Yeah, if you want to get rid of it, yeah, there you go. Pull it off, exactly.
Okay, guys, so it looks like I've gotten the first part down. It's just the second part that's gonna take a little bit of practice, it looks like.
Yep. You gotta just look back and see the part where it talks about sliding against the wall in whichever direction.
Okay.
I think if you go back and rewatch that little section, you'll get a much better idea of what to do next.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and quickly pull that up. Okay, yep.
Yeah, now that you've actually gotten one, you can see like what to build off of.
Okay, so let me pull it up really quickly here. Yeah, guys, this is happening. We are cruise boosting. Let's see here. Oh wait, I think that's the wrong section. Let me see. Okay, step-by-step breakdown, I think is it. Okay. Okay then. Okay. Okay then. Alright, so we're doing that. Going straight. And then we got the first cruise boost. And then you move in the opposite direction from where you're drifting. And then activate it again. And then that's how you can activate that faster cruise boost. Okay.
You got to make sure that your analog stick angle is not too far forward or not too far to the side. You got to have it just right.
Okay.
Just like you see with the control stick angle picture I have on the screen.
Yeah.
You want it just like that.
Oh, on the
depending
screen.
on which way you're pushing.
Okay then.
The part in Jellyfish Fields where it shows the breakdown, where it shows the control stick. You want to do that.
Alright then.
I'm ready for driving school.
Oh, Mrs. Puff. I'm kind of disappointed that Mrs. Puff doesn't, like, look like she's on crack anymore. Alright, turn the game audio up.
Say hello to my little bubble friend.
Okay, so now... Hey, this is a little bit faster. Oh, I just Bobo and canceled it.
If it's a little bit faster,
yeah,
that means you got the right idea, but you want to hold more to the side when you do it.
Okay.
You're probably facing the control stick too far forward.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You gotta remember that you don't have to push. Yeah, it looks a little bit better actually.
Yeah.
The one that you got wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But you can still get faster.
Yeah.
Even faster.
Okay, guys, this is actually happening. We're actually.
I'm ready for.
Yeah, you gotta just remember
like
that when you're against the candy machine, you're being pushed forward by the cruise boost for you. You don't have to worry about pushing forward. The game's already doing it for you. Just worry about pulling to the side. If you pull too far to the side, you're not going to get a cruise bubble out though, because then you'd be pulling away from the wall. You don't want to be pulling too far away from the wall, but you want to be pulling far to the side so that way you run as fast as possible to the side. Does that make sense?
Sorry, can you repeat that again?
All right, so the reason why you're getting a slower one is because you're pushing too far forward on the stick.
Okay.
So, you know how I was saying that the cruise boost can only be as fast as you're bowling?
Okay.
If you want to bowl faster, you have to walk faster.
All right.
So, if you're putting most of your momentum into walking forward, you're not walking as far forward. You're not walking as fast to the side.
Gotcha.
So you want to put most of that force into walking to the side.
Okay.
So that way you can move to the side faster and capture that speed. And once you get it, there are a bunch of places you can try it. Like downtown rooftops is really fun. You can just like scale the rooftops of SpongeBob with cruise boost.
Okay.
Instead of having to go through Sandy.
Gotcha. Ooh, interesting. That's an interesting idea, actually.
Yeah, we do that 100% runs.
Yeah, kind of like if SpongeBob became Spider-Man, that's how he would navigate.
Yeah, there's so much you can do in this game. In the Kelp Forest, when you have to go through all the tedious puzzles and the caves and stuff, you can actually get through the entire Kelp Caves, not only without switching Patrick a single time, but also without opening a single gate.
Wow.
You can just fly around with cruise boosting and clip through everything. It's pretty awesome.
Gotcha. Okay, so I've activated the first one. So let's go ahead. No, that still doesn't. Oh gosh. So I'm a little bit confused. I'm using the classic controller, so I keep confusing like the bubble bowl and the bubble bash buttons. So I keep clicking the bubble bowl and canceling it. So I need to make sure I know which button it is. But yeah, guys, this is actually happening. I'm actually like not flopping, so this is really cool. Okay, I can hear the sound, so that's good. So SpongeBob is drifting to the left. Nope. Let's see. Anyway, guys, how many of you in the chat can cruise boost? Let me know in the chat box. And also, it's 6:13, so we are about 15 minutes away from doing the giveaway. So it's your last chance to donate if you want to win a copy of Rehydrated, including a chance to win the Fun Edition, which is just awesome. I can't wait to make someone's day to do that. I'm really excited to pick out that winner. Okay. Nope, that didn't work. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. So guys, we have figured out how to do the first steps. So I'm just trying to see if I can get that second one in. Nope. Crow says they can cruise boost.
I'm ready for
Maybe they...
F in the chat for Mrs. Puff. Okay then.
Say hello to my little fellow friend.
Oh, thank you, Keaton, for your super chat. They're asking, is the performance of the game on the Switch good? I'm not really sure. We'll find out when the game comes out.
When I played it at Purple Lab Studios, they had it running at 40 FPS, but that was during development before they had, optimized the code and baked the lighting into the engine and so forth. So
Okay.
I assume it's probably even better now. Looked fine to me. I mean, the fog looked a little bit high on the trailers, but we don't know if that's the Switch version though.
Yeah.
Unknown currently.
I don't think they specified what version those trailers were.
Yeah. I just feel like it wouldn't be on the PC. They wouldn't have fog on the PC version, I'd hope.
So do you think that fog is like a artistic choice or?
It's hard to tell because when I played when I was there, the fog wasn't there.
Okay.
But it seems to me like it's used to mask the draw distance on the weaker consoles, which is probably why they use it on the Switch, I'd assume.
Okay. Interesting. Because I kind of just assumed that was an artistic choice, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just because like I played the game when I was there a while ago and they didn't have it, so I wonder why they added it. It's a weird thing.
Okay. Well, I feel like, I don't know, it's kind of tough to tell because there's like some trailers that show off what I think is newer footage and other trailers that show off what I think is older footage. So it's kind of hard to tell, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, the game still looks great, like, regardless. But definitely some opinions in terms of like some of the artistic choices. But I think like the game's still it looks like it's running really well in any way. And
yeah, most of the levels look great, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, something that I've noticed a lot in a lot of like my comments is that a lot of people have mixed opinions on the art style and direction, and I actually think that this is just me like speculating, but I feel like they're kind of bound to like what Nickelodeon wants the franchise to look like. So
well, yeah, they were actually told that they had to use that SpongeBob model and they had to make the goo that color to match the show. So yeah, Nickelodeon does have a big say in like what makes it and what doesn't.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
true.
I had a feeling, but it's good to know that that's actually like the case. Yeah, because the model looks pretty similar.
The model they were given to use in the game is the same model from the SpongeBob movie that's coming out, or at least it was. I don't know how much they've changed it since then from in the movie, but yeah, the model that was issued to them, like they have to use it.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm glad I heard that then, because I'm like, I had a feeling that was the reason why the art style is like that. Like, I still think the game looks great.
They're going for more of like a sponge on the run kind of art style, yeah.
But there's a lot of people in my comment section that like the more duller colors of the original, and I definitely get that.
Yeah, I believe that the choice to make it a different type of art direction is a good one, because you can't really contest the original's art direction. It's aged well. Like, there's no reason to remake the original's art.
Yeah.
It looks like it's painted like an old school cartoon cell. You know, that kind of art style is aged well.
Yeah.
Even with the low resolution, it still looks good. So I think that Rehydrated was a good opportunity to try out the more realistic textures, I guess you could say.
Yeah, definitely.
And feel good. It's just a different way of looking at the game. I wouldn't say it's necessarily better or worse. I definitely prefer the art style of the original, but I still like Rehydrated's art style. I think it looks great. Like, I enjoy looking at it. It's like eye candy.
Yeah.
Both are enjoyable in my opinion.
I think both, like, I like both for different reasons. Like, the original, like, obviously that's what I grew up with as a kid. And it looks a lot like the old cartoons, in my opinion, too. And so it definitely just takes me back.
Through a lot of changes over the years, so they've had to do some graphical updates to make it match the show the way it is now.
It's it definitely is very interesting to see how far the franchise has come, like on all fronts.
Yeah, considering this game was made 17 years ago, it's like, it's crazy it's even being remade in the first place.
I know.
It's got to go through some changes to meet the quality standards of Nickelodeon.
Because, like, alright, so, like, I started making videos on this game, you know, about, like, 6-ish months. No, actually, like, a year, actually. I started making games a year before the remake was announced. I started just doing, like, a playthrough because I wanted to do a SpongeBob game on my channel. And I'm like, well, this is my favorite, so let's just do a Let's Play of it. And then I just started making videos about, like, okay, guys, if this game was remade, like, what would you want to see in it? Like, would you want to see new features, or would you want to see, like, it be more similar, like, one-to-one remake? And I kind of just made those regularly.
Because, like, I think by then, the remake was already, like, in motion. Like, they were already planning it and making it and hiring Purple Lamp and so forth. So it was already in motion by the time that was going on. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
He came at just the right time. Purple Lamp rediscovered this game through the GDQ run, actually. And I don't know exactly how THQ Nordic decided to make the game, but they did say that the strong community surrounding it was a big reason why they chose this game. And of course, because SpongeBob's a profitable franchise, and you know, it was one of their best games that THQ made when they bought their properties, so it makes sense to be one of the ones they go for. But yeah, they did mention that the community is a huge reason why they tried it, and they selected Purple Lamp because they were the best for the job.
Yeah.
Not surprisingly, obviously, because they're huge fans of the game and this community too. Like, they're around and about.
Definitely.
They know what's up.
I think that, yeah, they've been doing a great job with it, honestly. Like, I have no complaints. Obviously, I have, like, my opinions on certain things that they're doing, but, I mean, who doesn't? But I think, like, they've shown that they're really, really passionate about the game, at least. And that's something that's been missing.
They're involved with the community, too.
Yeah.
It's also big, too.
That's something that's been missing with a lot of SpongeBob games that came out in the past, like, decade or so. Like, I just feel like a lot of companies just take the franchise and, like, oh, here's an easy way to make some money. Let's just throw something together and do that. But they really try to make as many people as possible happy with this. And yeah, guys, 9 more days. Isn't that crazy? Like, 9 more days until this game is finally here. Like, that's just really, really great.
Yep.
So that's great.
I'll be playing this all day, the day before it comes out.
I'm really excited too. I think I'm gonna, yeah, I'll definitely play as much as I can, and I'm gonna make some game reviews for it. I already got some, I don't want to say great ideas, but weird ideas for it, so it's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, really excited. Oh, Zach just said we passed $4,100. Oh, that was amazing. Thank you.
7 more minutes until the giveaway, right?
Yep. And so, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna fuck around a little bit. Let's just do some things. Yeah, I think like the discussion about the remake like really intensified when they found out that THQ Nordic like bought the rights to the Nickelodeon licenses. So I think like,
yeah, when they said that they were going to bring games back from the past, yeah.
Like I think people kind of knew it was coming.
Because we weren't sure about whether it was going to be a remake or not. We thought that they were going to be bringing games back through the Xbox compatibility program and like PlayStation backward compatibility and stuff. Because Story All Humans had already been like, I think at that point it had already been there.
Oh really?
We thought that it was going to be a port, but the full remake was a huge surprise.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think they definitely saw like the popularity of the game.
Yeah, it just
in the past
exploded
few years.
in 2016. That's what part 2 is about. Just the whole 2016 year and how big it was for the game.
I did catch like the last few minutes of it, and I could tell, like I didn't know what was going on, but I could tell that it was a pretty major part of the history. And,
yeah, it was huge.
Seeing so many people like get excited about the game like that is really awesome to me.
Yeah. No, it's gonna get even bigger and better now.
So, guys, what I'm most looking forward to with the remake is how they remake Patrick's dream in the dream world.
Yeah, it's gonna be just like the original, but they're gonna have Patrick's dream, like the ice cream land. That's gonna be in multiplayer, as you've already seen in the trailers.
Yes.
They're putting the cut content in the multiplayer, so
yeah,
it's like a nice way to keep it in the game, but not, you know, put a mustache in the Mona Lisa is what they actually called it.
Yeah. What I found most interesting when I talked to Martin is that, like, I think they intended to try to incorporate things into single player at first. That's because I know that they at least tried.
I'm glad they didn't, because I just feel like it just doesn't work, you know?
Yeah. They tried incorporating like that second phase of the Muscle Bop robot boss in there, and they thought that it was like redundant, and so that's why they ultimately decided not to include it. I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, I believe that's the reason why they cut it from the original as well. Yeah. Like, you can tell the stuff that they didn't leave in was all, you know, they were things that looked cool, but they just didn't really have a place in the game. Like Robo Squidward, I know people are really excited for that, but it doesn't really fit with the narrative that you fight the 3 players that you play as, you know? It's like, I'm glad they decided to keep that out of the story mode, because it doesn't really help the story very much. Yeah. But it would be cool if they, what I suggested to them actually is, well, one, to change the theater requirements, because it's too expensive to get into the theater. Nowadays, nobody wants to do that. Back in the day, before cheat codes and like online guides were a thing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not cheat codes, like online guides, like looking things up. People have the time to grind like that. Like nowadays, people just want to see what's up, you know? So I suggested, instead of making it 40,000 shiny objects, to make it 100 spatula requirement inside the theater. I suggested perhaps like make it like the like expand the reef like it was in the Smelly Sunday episode, and have like different areas you can go into, like little cut content pieces. If that's how they wanted to implement it in single player. That was my idea. Like you can go into like a little theater, like one of the theaters you can go into and fight Robo Squidward. You can go into a theater and play the rest of the stream. But I feel like they ended up just going with the multiplayer idea, which I think is also a good one.
Yeah, I think it's good to see it's still there. I mean, I keep remembering the fact that this game even exists is pretty wild. Right. So, I mean, guys, you can always ask for more things, obviously, but I think the fact that this game exists is just such a dream come true already. I mean, just kind of like running through
more
it.
people back to the original too.
Yeah, just kind of like running through it right now and just really reminiscing on like all the years of playing it. It's really awesome to see what's become. And I'm really excited to see what they do with it afterwards. Yeah. All right, so it's 6:28. I think I'm gonna switch over to the giveaway portion now because I have a feeling something's gonna go wrong. Like,
well,
not...
you got a pretty decent cruise boost, man.
Yeah.
Wasn't bad for a first day.
Yeah, guys. So I know I didn't get like the really fast one that you all were probably looking for, but I did like do the actual thing. So we're good in that front, and I'm definitely gonna play around with it a little bit more afterwards and kind of see what I can do because it's very interesting. And it's no wonder like kind of seeing like how big the community has gotten that it is a pretty like it's a pretty crazy phenomenon. I'm really glad to see it take off like that.
A lot of this is just based around the fact that this even exists. It's just so much fun to, go on the rooftops and jump around and parkour. It's so much fun to like fly around the kelp swamps and just like jump these huge gaps and climb these huge walls and stuff,
Yeah.
It just completely transforms the game into like a completely new thing that, when you're a kid you play it one way, but as an adult you learn all this stuff exists and then you just go crazy with it. It's so much fun.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and transfer us to like the giveaway portion now. And so guys, we're picking out the winners of the giveaway. So get excited. I'm really excited. I love giving away free stuff. So this is gonna be really fun.
We gotta get into a call with the other guys, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna hang up on you really briefly. I'm gonna call that chat. So
sure.
Give me 1 moment. And then I'm gonna switch. No, not that. This. Okay. I hope you guys don't mind like my face. All right, so I'm gonna call the group now. Okay, we're gonna wait for everyone to join on. Okay, we got SHiFT, we got Superverse, SHiFT, Freeze, and then we're just waiting for Zach Pack. Hey guys.
I'm bloody.
Okay, we got everyone on. Awesome.
Oh, hello, hey Riders.
Hey guys, how we all doing? Okay, so I guess
great,
so people
grand.
don't get confused, can you all just kind of like say your name and just introduce yourself while I set up the giveaway? So let me just go ahead and start doing that.
Right, who's going first?
Fuck it. I'm Fresh Freeze. I'm
hey, Freeze,
part of
what's
the
up?
Metaverse stream from Saturday. I'm chilling. How are you?
Great. Didn't expect to see you here.
Oh, okay. I see how it is.
What does that even mean?
No, you said you didn't expect. You must always expect me.
Expect us.
Okay, so we got one down.
Who's next?
I'm Parrot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got like a
Anyone else?
we just got a parrot here.
I'll
that's
go
all.
next. I'll go next if no one else is doing. Cool. Right, you'll probably know me. You've heard me voice multiple times. You've heard me pop in and out of streams here and there. It's me, SHiFT. I will be donating one of the copies to the giveaway, so you might be that lucky person who gets messaged by me, and it is for any platform. So get excited.
Yes.
Excited.
Same with me. I'm Zach Pack. You've probably also seen me on Riders. Well, if you've watched episode 2. And I'm also giving away a copy for any console. So yay, woo.
Okay, cool.
Who's next then?
I guess
that it?
I'll go.
Well, I've
Hey,
already
guys,
been
I'm
on the stream for the past hour, so man, I think we're good to go.
I mean, I don't know if SHiFT needs an introduction, but
Who's he?
Who's this geezer?
I think he's a keyboard on the. I think he's a key on the keyboard. That's what he is.
I know
okay.
I know I mod this guy named SHiFT HD. I don't know if it's the same guy. But...
hi guys, I'm Caps.
I'm 24.
Give away some free shit.
Sweet.
All right, so I'm sorting through my mess right now, but thanks guys for saying yes to being a part of the giveaway. I really appreciate it. It's a lot of fun giving away free stuff. I'll tell you that right now. So
I like
It
free.
was a good time.
All right, so I'm just
Free for me and Zach.
No, I'm good.
well,
But it's all for a good cause.
Yeah, thanks for bringing us on too.
Oh yeah, no problem. So I wanted to like bring up a bunch of people from both sides of the community. This really is supposed to be like, oh, the main thing that we're all taking part together to, well, give out free stuff. So
Now, here is a very important question. I'm gonna assume that you are looking through the Tiltify page as we speak, sort of sifting through, taking out names.
okay, what's the question?
Well, couldn't you? Could you not hear me?
Wait, what's your question?
Oh, bollocks.
I'm so confused. What are you trying to say?
No, I asked if you were like sifting through like the people's names on Tiltify.
Oh, I thought you said that as a statement as what I was doing.
Oh no.
And like, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Great, glad that's cleared up.
Yes, definitely. Wait, I'm getting confused now. 1 second. But yeah, how do you guys feel like the relief has gone?
Swimmingly.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
been
it's
great.
gone pretty well, I think.
I've had fun.
4 times better than I thought we'd do.
It was
I mean,
a ton
one of my
fun
streams had
stream.
an aneurysm, but apart from that, grand. It
Yeah,
went
and my
grand.
movie game was like, no, I don't want to work, so you got to play Battle for Bikini Bottom. But you know,
Yeah,
Nah, my
everyone
stream was so bad.
lively in chat, and the streaming was fun. It was great to see everyone come out, and especially hitting all these goals. It's amazing. I think the community really brought it in together this time.
Oh yeah, and what I like about this the most is that obviously you guys over at the Twitch community, you didn't really know about this YouTube community, you know, starting to take form. So it's nice to sort of combine, and we can sort of learn off of each other in that regard. So
Yeah, we
it's sort of
saw
nice
some
to
of
have
you guys
that.
popping into the Battle for Bikini Bottom server, and I kind of pieced it together like, okay, you guys are all kind of from the same place. And the last piece of the puzzle was Riders, whom I hadn't talked to yet. So this kind of pushed me to reach out to him and be like, hey, do you want to organize something? We can restream this for you, and added some of our guys into the mix to raise more money. And now look at us, we're at 4,000. Crazy.
I know. You guys were so instrumental in doing that. Like, I think we all like worked really hard to do this, and it's really great to see like everything come together. And I think this is the perfect way to end things. You know, just celebrating with giving away some free stuff. It's gonna be really good. Just trying to sort through the spreadsheet and get it all straightened out.
He's getting out the dreaded spreadsheet. Actually, Riders,
what?
I've been speaking with some guy. He donated via super chat, but he wanted to do it through Tiltify. I'm assuming that he won't be eligible.
Just cause it's very last minute, unfortunately.
It's very last minute.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Like, if you are watching this, sorry, but you won't be able to enter.
Yeah, but hey, appreciate you being a part of it, but yeah, we literally have to do it now. So let me just.
It's not something we could postpone, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We want it all to go. I don't want to keep any of it, so we're really excited to do this. But yeah, just a reminder, guys, we're giving away 7 copies, 5 of which are from THQ Nordic. You know, they are the ultimate Chad of the video game industry, just so you know.
Yeah, THQ Chadnick, yeah.
Yeah, coming in clutch.
Yeah, and you know, they're giving away like 1 copy of each of the versions of the game, and also 1 fun edition, which I actually get the honor of like shipping to you myself. So it's gonna be really, really. I can't wait to make that fans day in particular. I think whoever is gonna win that one is gonna be really excited.
How could you not be?
I mean,
I'll be screaming like a 3-year-old girl.
Yeah,
I've done that.
You get like socks, for instance, so that's really awesome.
Didn't you get your socks when you went to PAX, or did you not get any?
Okay, so they were giving away socks, but I had no idea that they were. So I found out a little bit too late, unfortunately. But they were giving away socks to like people that showed up first to the booth to play the game, and so I didn't realize they did that until the very last day of the convention. So I was pissed. But THQ Nordic is actually sending me a fun edition too. So all is well, is what I say. Okay, I'm almost ready, guys. But any like final thoughts about the relief?
Can't wait for the next
so
one.
much fun. So yeah.
The next one is
hopefully
gonna
get to do another
be
one.
amazing.
Well, we are actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are
For those
doing.
who are unaware, round 2.
Yes, we are doing round 2, and we're supporting an organization called Color of Change, I think is what it's called, and they dedicate themselves to fighting causes relating to like Black people's rights and such, and it definitely is a very relevant topic right now, and so I definitely want to, keep the party going a little bit longer and raise funds for that too, because COVID-19 was obviously a huge thing that happened this year, and it rocked a lot of people, and so this too has been rocking a lot of people as well. So I figured, hey, might as well just keep it going and do that as well. All right, getting close to it. There is a link to a survey that I posted in my Rehydrate show description. So you can use that if you want to sign up to try to be a part of the relief. I want to incorporate as many people as possible. So, okay.
And I think we got a very good mix, a very good group of people. Like, it is an honor to work with all of you. So,
I mean, likewise, like, wow. Like, I didn't think I would be integrating myself into a group of... on here.
Different versions.
Right there.
Crazy there.
You okay?
Right, geezer?
Is everything okay there? Okay,
Wow,
guys.
in there.
What's up, everybody?
What's going on, geezer? Superverse, you're right. His ring's moving, but I can't hear him.
Yeah.
You might.
I'm sure things will work out. Okay, that's why it looks like that. All right, I'm just gonna do it. I'll just sort through the mess and kind of see how it goes.
Sounds like my life, to be honest.
Okay, my life has been a hot mess the past few days, definitely. But it's like, it's kind of like a beautiful hot mess. That's what it is. And so,
there's like a silver lining in the midst of it all.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I have everything set up, so we're gonna start drawing the winners right now. So get excited. The first one that we're gonna draw is the Fun Edition. I want to do it first because I want to give everyone a chance to win this one. And so I will be drawing this one. I'll be announcing the winner, and I actually will be mailing this out to you personally as well. And so definitely get excited. The person that wins this will be getting that full box with all the figurines, a copy of the game, and tennis socks too. Like, I think that's the best part of the package, just the socks.
And I love the keychains.
Yeah, I was just about to say the Tiki keychains are super cool.
Oh, the keychains are awesome too.
Still have the beta design as well. Like
they do. So do the models with Sandy. They have the red Tiki on it.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, they actually were releasing that while I was at the studio. They were announcing that the day I left, I believe. So I got to see that right before I left and got on the plane.
But okay, so I'm using this site called Random Name Picker. No, it's called commentpicker.com actually. And it is drawing right now. So let's see who won. Can
we make a disclaimer in case if we accidentally mispronounce anyone's name? Please.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So I got the winner. So drum roll.
Oh.
The winner of the Fun Edition is Jonathan Cabine. He's from the United States, and he wants it for the PS4. So Jonathan, I'm gonna be sending an email to you. You'll be getting the Fun Edition. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Jonathan Cabine, right?
Congrats, mate.
So his last name is Cabeen. Sorry, I really should have had a better setup for this, but like I said, the last few days have been a hot mess. Okay.
Yeah, he's getting a $300 game. He'll get over it.
Okay, congratulations, Jonathan. Let me just write that down so I don't forget it. 1 second. That'd be quite a
Jonathan, I hope you're in the stream.
If not, that's kind of awkward.
Yeah, if he's not, it's like...
Don't worry, I'm sure...
He's having a nap as we speak.
He will find out very, very soon, I'm sure. Okay, so the next one... What did I say the next one was going to be? I think I put it in the chat.
Yep, I just pinned the message for you guys so you can reference back. I'm going to be announcing the winner of the Xbox One, so if you want to do your rolling thing and type it out in the Discord chat.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm drawing it
for
now.
everybody else in the call, just check that pin message I just put.
Got it.
Lovely jubbly.
Got it.
1 second.
So are you gonna draw them out and then we're gonna read them out one by one, sort of thing?
Yep. So I'm gonna type it in our chat so that you can kind of see it. Okay, I got a winner. So let me go ahead and put them in the chat. Oh, guys, you are gonna love this.
We.
Okay, I just typed it in SHiFT. So go ahead and do the honors.
Is he cool with us saying his full name?
Actually, I didn't think about that.
I mean, if that's what he put in,
you can just say his first
That's what
name.
you put in when you donate, so I'd assume that that's the.
You can just say his first
You
name.
don't have a username to connect it to. It's
Yeah,
just...
exactly. Just find the username.
Okay. Let me see if I can find that. I am very prepared, as you can see.
Don't mind us, you guys. We're completely professionals at this.
Yeah, we had this in the bag before we even started.
Yeah, I mean, like, guys, I think this is the first giveaway I've ever done. So, I mean,
I could say the same. It's like I've never partaken in anything.
I used to do a lot of giveaways like back in 2017 or so. They're
So I know you gave away
They're
those
really
Xboxes
hard,
as
and I don't
well.
like doing them either.
So he doesn't have a username. That's the name that he put down. So,
Okay, so I guess we'll just call him Dante then. Dante,
Yeah.
you won the Xbox One version of Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated.
Yep.
yeah, Dante.
Congrats.
You'll be getting a digital code sent to you from THQ Nordic themselves. Okay, so what's the next one, guys?
That'd be Parrot for the PS4.
The PS4? Okay, then. All right, let me go ahead and draw that. Ooh. I feel like who's like a really famous historical figure that like gives happiness to the world or something, I don't know.
This will be remembered in BFPB history, I feel. You know, something that's momentous.
Okay, let's see here. Still getting some. The way that I set this up is probably not the most optimal way of doing this. So let me see. Nope, that's still not right. 1 second. Oh, that was a. Okay, sorry guys. Sorry for the wait and such. Yeah, I definitely will be doing things a little bit differently next time.
Oh, Dante's in the chat. Dante's in the chat.
Dante's in the chat.
Let's go.
Yeah, Dante, there you go. Dante Kelly, yeah.
You won the Xbox One version.
Congrats, Dante.
Congratulations, Dante.
Oh, right, because you can have your full name as a YouTube username as well.
Yeah. So I guess that's probably what they did. Okay, I finally got it. Okay, so here it is, Parrot. So you can go ahead and do the honors.
Winner of the PlayStation 4 version of Rehydrated is Glenn. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Glenn.
Good job, Glenn.
Go on, Glenn.
Okay. Man, it's too bad that we don't have the Fun Edition winner in there. Oh, it's too bad.
Nah, that would have been amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
I bet once he gets the email, he's gonna like freak out and start crying or something. Because I know I would.
He's gonna be asleep right now. He's gonna wake up and he's gonna like fall over. I know I would.
Okay, who's next?
Me with the Switch.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
The Switch version.
Nintendo Switch.
The Switch version, guys. Right, let's see here. Okay, I got one right here. So let me paste it in the chat.
Got it.
Here we go.
All right, congrats to JC from the USA for the Switch.
Woo!
I recognize that name.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, I recognize that name. I don't know where. I just recognize the name.
I kind of do too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, then again, there's so many names coming up. Who could tell?
True. Yeah. But congrats, JC.
Yeah. Congrats, JC. You got the Switch version.
Congrats.
Lovely.
Yeah. So I'll definitely get you guys emails out to them to THQ Nordic, and then they will definitely send you the copies. So I think the last one is for THQ Nordic is the PC version, right?
Yeah.
I believe so. Lovely.
And I will be announcing that freeze.
Okay, awesome.
So let's see who's the winner. Freze.
Freze. So it's like I love teaching Nordic,
AKA
but
the noob half of Veteran versus Noob.
Yeah.
Okay, so I love teaching Nordic, but the fact that they gave me like one version of each platform just kind of made the giveaway a little bit more complicated. So.
But then again, you get some leeway with mine and Zach's because we're just giving away any copy.
Yeah.
So, it's all good.
It's easy.
So just hold on for a bit. I just gotta pull someone with the PC version. And like I said, there's probably a much easier way of doing this, but I did not figure it out. Okay, I got a PC guy. All right. Oh, I love this. I love this name. It's very simple.
I'd like to congratulate the winner of the PC Steam version of Battle for Bikini Bottom. You're hydrated. I'm not extending this out too long because I kind of don't want to say it's Nut. Thank you, Nut, for donating. You are the winner. Nut, you will get an email for your copy of Battle for Bikini Bottom for PC. I hope you enjoy it, Nut.
Really glad he won. I'm so happy he won.
Thank you, Nut P. We appreciate it.
Okay.
I'm up next. Oh,
you're up next. All right. So you're easy because you're just any version, so that's great.
Yeah, so I can buy it off like the official store because it's dirt cheap anyways. It's on sale.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh.
Drum roll, please.
This is a fun one. Okay.
Is it?
Oh, I like the name because it's a Sonic reference, so it's really cool.
Oh, it's not Nut.
Awesome. They've been around forever.
Winner, KO Garden. You won it on the Switch.
Hey, it's KO Garden.
It's Chow Garden. That is a Sonic reference.
Chow. I see KO and I think chaos. So yeah, Chow Garden.
Yeah.
You won the Switch version. That is from myself. So
congratulations, Chow.
Yeah, I will promptly send you an email. So lovely.
Okay. Yeah, Chow's one of my subscribers on Twitch. That's cool.
I recognize Chow.
Awesome. Oh, perfect.
Oh,
he's in the chat.
There we go. Good job, Chow.
Under everything that says Nut.
Well, let's go.
Okay.
Chow Garden. Congrats.
Right. Okay. Actually, I could probably do it via Discord if you want. Chow. So tell you what, I'll put my Discord in the chat, and it's public anyway. So you go ahead and send me a DM, and I will get you that code so you can preload.
Awesome.
Yeah, that rhymed.
Okay, now we got our final one here, and this one is being donated by Zach, right?
Woo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
By the way, Zach, I was in your stream earlier, and when your mom came up, like I wanted to like cry with you. Like that was so cute. And so like heartwarming.
Yeah. I'm glad that she was able to come on stream so that I can, donate that.
Yeah. And guys, do you mind if I share like who you dedicate like your streams to?
Oh yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Do you mind like if I talk about like who you dedicate your streams to?
Oh, of course. Go for it.
So like guys, this hit me hard when like I first found out, but like Zach actually had two grandparents that passed due to COVID-19. And so he, in both his streams, he dedicated both of them to his grandparents. And his mom came on stream earlier today and donated $100 towards the charity. And so, Zach, just thank you so much, especially to you being a part of it. I think me hearing that story kind of made this seem like a lot more real. That like this is actually impacting like real people out in the real world. So I'm glad you were able to be with us.
Gonna make me cry. Thank you.
So people call me cringy like all the time. This is why.
I couldn't tell if it was genuine or not. That sounded genuine.
I nearly did start crying, but I want to make it more positive. But thank you guys so much. It means so much. Like specifically, like I've watched Riders and SHiFT for a while, so it's actually great to really work with you guys, and then everyone else in the community that I've met and started talking to. It's absolutely amazing. So thank you all. And I announced this a little bit on Twitter, but I want to say this right here before I announce it, or before I announce the winner of this last copy. I decided no one in the relief knows this or what I even did, but I decided to get a little gift for the whole entire community, and I'll be uploading it on my channel right after the stream finishes. So after the stream finishes, make sure to go check out my channel. I'll have a nice video published, and it's a gift to all of you guys from me.
Oh,
sick.
Oh, shit, thanks, Zach.
Thank you.
It's not going to make me cry, is it?
It might not make you cry. I think it'll make you smile, though.
Okay.
Oh, good. Oh,
I like
just so
that.
you
I
know,
like this
if it's emotionally touching, it's good by me.
I posted the winner, by the way, Zach. So take a look.
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay. Anyways, the winner is Scarfy, who wanted the PC version. So congrats to Scarfy. I'll make sure to email you, and I'll get you the PC version. If I can get Steam, I might as well just gift it to you through that. So we'll figure it all out. I'll send you an email.
Okay, guys, but that is it for the winners of the giveaway. So thank you so much for participating. Man, I'm so upset that the guy that won the Fun Edition isn't here.
Everyone else was here but him.
I'm so sorry, guys. That's how giveaways work, though. You know, it's also
it's always the best one.
Always. I don't know. I like nut best. So
yeah.
That was because of the internet. Because an actual like live auction, what happens is if you're not there for it, they just give it to somebody else. So thankfully,
raise the stakes a bit.
Yeah, well, this is virtual, so there's really no excuse, I guess.
And I mean, we'll just email them. So.
Yeah, but congratulations to all the winners. Give a huge shout out to THQ Nordic for donating 5 copies to this, including that Fun Edition. Like, that is absolutely crazy that they did that. And
let's go THQ.
Just thank you all to you guys and everyone part of the Relief, you know, for being a part of this. Like, this has been so much bigger than I could have ever anticipated. And so it's just really cool to see like all this come to fruition. And I hope all the winners are really happy. Coming up next on the Relief, we got Who Needs Normal. He's premiering his Creature from the Krusty Krab development history video. That's one of the milestone awards that we got. So please be sure to tune into that channel coming up next. But I mean, you guys got any other closing words in terms of the Relief and such?
Yeah. So Parrot still gonna restream all this stuff, I assume. I think the rest of us should get into a call. I want to discuss integrating the rehydrated Relief stuff into the BFBB main server. Just so I think that next time we do this, we'll be able to get more people, make it more organized if we talk about that kind of stuff. So
okay, yeah, sure.
Stick around afterward. It'd be nice.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm down for that.
I'll probably be eating like some spaghetti during it, just so you know. But other than that, I'll be good.
That's fine. So can I quickly add something? Wasn't it Chow, wasn't it?
What?
Yeah. Chow, I've sent my Discord in the chat, so obviously if you message me through Discord, it's a lot easier and we can, respond in real time. So if that's all good with you, lovely.
Okay. Well, guys, thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for inviting us onto this thing. I had a great time. I'm glad for the second wave to be happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still got some really awesome streams afterwards, so definitely tune into them and just watch out for the second round because we'll be coming here before you even know it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna stop now. Thank you so much.
Going to Zach's video.
Let's see. Yep, definitely check out Zach's video. Also check out Who Needs Normal's video. He's gonna be live premiering it in like 5 minutes. 4 minutes. It's 6:56.
Oh crikey.
Okay, I'm trying to pull up the link and put it in the chat before I go offline. So give me 1 second. Unless one of you guys wants to.
Did you do what I did, Zach? Are you pulling a me, Zach? No.
Yeah, just let me know when we're good to start talking about the server stuff.
Okay, yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna paste this into the chat and then we'll be good to go. Oh wait, actually I can't. I'm not logging on the computer. Can one of you guys do it?
Zach, I'm going insane over here.
Oh, someone just called us all shining stars. Thank you, Justin.
Oh,
shiny object.
Shiny objects.
Yes. Is the stream actually over yet?
Not yet. 1 second. I'm just trying. I'm trying to paste that link into the chat, and technology is failing me right now. 1 second. Actually, yeah, you're over. Like, you can feel free to say anything you want. Tell them how much you hate the community and everything.
Damn.
Swines.
Yeah. The absolute savages and everything. Okay.
Cretins.
Oh my gosh, where is the
I
stupid
think
thing?
Charles said he was gonna message me, so a message incoming any moment.
Someone just said that we're all shiny objects.
And someone just said we are all blessings from heaven.
Okay.